Good morning. Thursday, January 25th, I think. Who knows? Anyway, here's that Subaru Outback I've been working on. You'll notice that the tires are off. The back seat's sitting on the roof. There's no rear end. Over here is the gas tank from the Legacy. That was the blue car. It's going to get tossed. This morning, I had a real fun job of taking one out of the Outback. And it's in storage, sitting underneath the blue Bradley that I was supposed to have running already. And the rear end's got to go in. This has to go in before the rear end, but I need to get a whole bunch of welding done before I go putting the gas tank in. There you can see some of the damage on the rear end. It got twisted. Can't open the rear hatch. Otherwise, it's in really nice shape. The young girl took very good care of it. Interior is spotless. Now, here was a big surprise. I sold my 2.2 for $500. I paid $500 for the Outback. But instead of a 2.2 sitting in there, there is a 2.5. Very clean. I did pressure wash it, but I didn't have to. It does have a new alternator. There's a sticker on the fuse box that said it had the timing belt changed at 100,000 miles. This engine now has 119,000 miles on it. That's pretty low mileage for a Subaru. It's the lowest one I got. And the second surprise, the rear end is nice. Very little rust on the bolts. But the biggest surprise is the Outback has disc brakes. The Legacy, which is here, has drum brakes. These are the McPherson struts I'll be taking off, redoing the suspension. I have been working on the van. Here you can see the crossbar. That's going to be the total width, 70 inches of the bed. I've got two rails going from the back all the way up to the front, welded to the Volkswagen. There'll be cross members in it. Let me walk around here. This is a 1x2, which would be running the length of the bed. This has to be removable, so after the body is built, I can remove it so I can gel coat and fiberglass it. But I'll have a couple of 2x2s. This one will actually be welded into the hump. I got some 1x2s to go in the middle. This is the 2x2, which I mentioned would be bolted on. There's the plate. I will be adding uprights. You can see one sitting there. That will go from the bed to the body. There'll be uprights over here to support it. There'll be another upright over here from the frame to the bed. Another one from here to the bed. I will be adding a 45-degree angle. Let me see if I can get down here. Which will go from this rocker panel bar, which is a 2x4. It'll be going in on an angle into the radiator framing onto the Volkswagen cross member. That should help strengthen it up quite a bit. That's going to be a real bummer trying to weld that puppy dog in. And as I mentioned, there'll be another cross member here. So, still got some welding to do. That's what it would look like, more or less. So the bed is 10 foot 6 inches or thereabouts. There will be a triangle roll bar up front here, just about where that 2x2 angle is sitting now. So I'll still be able to get to the radiator. Engine, trans, everything is stock. The wiring will be used. Instead of going to the dash, it will be extended back up to the Volkswagen. So that's about it. I've been tearing this car apart. And I got a nice pleasant surprise of a clean, low mileage, 2.5 Subaru. I do not have a 2.5. Engine in the Bradley is a 2.2. So I have a 2.7 6-cylinder 5-speed in my 3-wheel car. I have a 3.0 automatic sitting in the back of the white Bradley. I have a 3.3 5-speed sitting in the back of the yellow Bradley. And now I will have a 2.5 sitting inside this weird looking thing. So that's about it till later. This is the last halfway decent day we're going to have for about a week. Weather's dropping to the 20s and 30s. So I'll be in the basement working on my projects in there. I got a CNC router to finish up, a couple of 3D printers to play with, and all kinds of stuff. I do keep myself busy. I do have the complete exhaust out of the Outback, which will be used. That's it. Till later, I'll do another update. Have fun. Stay warm, if that's possible. Till later. Sayonara.